Hello Internet, I'm Remote Leg. Today we are going to be making our very first move in Distant Worlds. By now I'm assuming you've at least done the first 3 tutorials that come with the game. They're very good at teaching you the basics. The very first thing you should do at the start of any new game is pause it. There's lots to do, it's our game and nobody gets to start until we say so. There, paused. While I was talking, the AI probably issued dozens of commands. It's ruthless like that. Anyway, now we can relax and poke around a bit. Let's get some infrastructure up. Some we can build from our planet. Some requires a spaceport. So as you've probably guessed, the first thing we should build is a spaceport so we can get 2 build streams happening in parallel. We do this by going to our colony's construction yard. Here is a list of things we can build from the planet. Construction ships, defensive base to protect our colony, research stations, energy, high-tech and weapons. This is where we put our geeks. Spaceports, large, medium and small, and colony ships, which we can't build yet because we haven't researched the technology. Queue up a small spaceport because they cost less and are faster to build than the large ones. We can upgrade it to a large one later, but for now a small one will do because we're only building scouts. Purchase to kick it off. Our money goes down immediately because they always want cash in advance. Now add one of each research station to the queue so they build after the spaceport. I usually go for energy first because that improves our engines, then high tech because that allows us to carry more fuel. We need to explore our solar system as quickly as possible. Now add 2 construction ships so we can start building mining bases when we find good locations. And finally, we still have some money left over, so why not spend it and build a defensive base? Okay, we've spent most of our money, so what should we do? That's right, let's drop our tax rate to 0 so we have no income. But what about the money, I hear you cry? We're doing this to improve our population growth, and to be honest, money is not as important at this stage of the game. Resources are our priority, not money. We will run out of money from time to time, but we are always running low on resources. Most 4X games have about 3 resource types to mine. Distant Worlds has 41. If you don't have the resource, you can't build the component that requires it. Therefore, you need to be building mining bases on resource-rich planets and particularly making sure you have a diverse supply of resources as soon as possible. On the bright side, resource deposits do not diminish over time. So you can mine that planet with 84% gold resource from now until the end of the game. It will stay at 84%. So, which resources are most important? Well, that's something you learn over time. Here's a few I've come to regret not mining. Fission reactors use hydrogen as fuel. Fusion and quantum reactors use Caslon as fuel. You need a good supply of both. You can't build research labs without gold, polymer and silicon. Most structures need steel and carbon fiber. Oh yes, and reactors need lead. So let's have a look around our solar system while we have everything paused. We don't know much about it because we have no hyperdrive and haven't visited anywhere yet. Our early objective is to get some scouts built and begin exploring. Only 3 planets. Well, that's disappointing, but we can live with it. Lamabo is a big gas giant. That might be a source of hydrogen or Caslon, so that could be a good thing. We need to send a scout as soon as possible to find out. These 3 dots mean there is a ruin on Erkivmesos for us to explore. We might find something useful there. This is the ruin. I'm not sure how we know it's there. Perhaps we have really good telescopes. Also, there's a broken ship here that we can fix with a constructor and take for our own. Ryaganu is a gas giant with another derelict ship orbiting it, but this one's in perfect working order. All we need to do is get any ship to it and we can take it for our own. Okay, let's pick up the pace a bit and get some ships in the sky. Our spaceport has been built. Time to queue up a couple of scouts. Our first scout we send to Lamabo to see what's there. Our second scout we send to explore the ruins, the planet and the derelict ship in that order. Oh, we hit the jackpot with Lamabo. It's overflowing with both hydrogen and Caslon plus a few other gases. And it's right next door, so shipping will be easy. Now that's out of the way, we send our scout all the way over to the other side of the solar system to explore our last planet and to take possession of the ship that isn't broken. This is going to take some time. You might want to get a coffee. Okay, we can fast forward through it. Our first construction ship is ready. Let's send it to the gas giant to build a mining station. Construction ships can build all these base structures, much like our homeworld. Make sure to build a gas mining station. See these ships? They're privately owned and we have no control over them. We can recognize them by the broken lines around them rather than the unbroken lines our state ships have. We can't do anything with them, so we can ignore them for the present. Look at all these ships, all privately built. Our colony is starting to grow. Our second construction ship is ready. Let's send it to Akivmasos. We don't know if there's anything good to mine there, but our slowpoke scout will eventually arrive and tell us. If it's garbage, we can divert to Riaginu. Our scout has finally arrived at the ruins, so let's explore. The holy grail of hyperspace technology. We need to start researching that. If I don't sound surprised, it's because this is the opening scenario for every pre-warp game. There will be 2 derelict ships and 1 ruin in your solar system. The ruin will allow you to jumpstart your research into hyperdrive technology. Yes, perhaps it's a little cheesy, but I can forgive that. There's some decent resources here. We can let the construction ship continue to this destination. Our first gas mining station is complete. We have supplies coming in, and best of all, we have fuel for our reactors. Our second construction ship is ready, so we send it to Riaginu. We can worry about what to build when we get there. So we're looking good. Our little solar system is getting explored. We have discovered the secret to hyperspace, and we've begun gathering resources. Looking at our homeworld, it's looking a lot like the one the first time we played Distant Worlds, but somehow it's not so confusing anymore. I hope you feel the same way. In the next video, we'll talk about research. Like, subscribe and comment to make me happy. No, seriously, it means a lot.